The power of the dark side, 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 side.
Martian here. Let's get into this. We are talking Star Wars. Exciting news coming in the last couple days. Two very important things about the live-action TV show set to be headed by Jon Favreau as executive producer. We've got some pictures here. This is coming from Making Star Wars, and what we see here that everyone is talking about is a moisture evaporator, and everyone is saying, well, it's got to be Tatooine. Got to be Tatooine if there's a moisture evaporator. Obviously, that's not true because we see moisture evaporators on planets all over Star Wars. The first thing that we talked about, we can look and see that we've seen them on Jakku, we've seen them on Jeddah. Obviously, though, this is not Jeddah. We know that for sure because Jeddah was exploded in the end of Rogue One, and Rogue One takes place before A New Hope. And this show that we are talking about is going to take place between Jedi and Force Awakens. So obviously not Jeddah. Possible Jakku, possible Tatooine. I think it's more likely that it's going to be Tatooine because of the subject matter we're talking about. And what supposedly they are saying that this involves the reconstruction of Mandalore following events in Rebels. And I can tell you that is the case. What my contacts are telling me, that this is definitely involves Mandalore and the reconstruction of Mandalore. So yeah, not going to see Darth Maul though, obviously because he was killed, as I said, in Rebels. So what is the other news? What are we talking about? Report here. This is very exciting that Pedro Pascal has been eyed to lead in the starring role. I can tell you that is confirmed. Contract's not exactly been signed yet, but he is. They're looking at this guy. They want him to be in the project, and being that his character is no longer in Game of Thrones, obviously he needs. The man needs work. We want to see him on film, and this is obviously going to happen. The big question is, what is he going to play? And everyone wants to know, is it going to be Boba Fett? Now, some of you are thinking, oh, well, Martian, he was killed in New Hope. He went in the Sarlacc pit. Well, I can tell you, if you know anything, and if you've watched the official Star Wars page in the bio of Boba Fett, it officially was updated. I think it was last year. It was either 2017 or maybe 2016. Was updated to say that in fact Boba Fett did claw his way out of the Sarlacc pit and is in fact still alive. So it is very possible that we could see Pascal playing Boba Fett, the clone of his father Jango. So let's take a look at his IMDb page. Not a lot going on here though. Not saying anything at all about Star Wars, at least not yet. What is he doing though? Wonder Woman 1984. That is currently filming, and he is going to be in that. Triple Frontier, I don't know what that is. If Beagle Street Could Talk, I have no idea what that is. Equalizer 2. Prospect, Kingsman, Golden Circle, he was great in that. And okay, so anyhow, nothing, no good clues on there. This is Favreau's page, and all it's saying is Untitled Star Wars Project. And if we go to that, nothing here, nothing saying. But interesting though that some of the stuff that they have as for you to follow is some stuff here about Boba Fett. Very interesting, and I think that gives us a clue in. So this is Morrison. He played Jango Fett in the Clone Wars movie, and I think if we take a look at him here and we take a look at Pascal, pretty darn close. I think definitely these guys could definitely play each other. Now I think Pascal might be a slightly older Fett than the Jango that we saw in Clone Wars, but that's okay. I think that would work. I think definitely close enough. I think that could work. And so even if we don't see him play Fett, however, I think what you will see him play is most likely a dignitary or nobility of Mandalore. And I think that is because of his role in Game of Thrones was so close to that. Everyone really liked him as the Martell, and that kind of noble attitude that he had, that his character had. And fans like that stuff. They like to see actors in similar roles. So even though the actors may not like to see that, they like to break out and play other roles. I think that's what you're going to see him play. Now, will he do an accent like he did in Game of Thrones? We don't know. Will he take on an American accent? Or we don't know. Morrison did not. He kind of had an accent, but not really in Clone Wars. So I don't know what we're going to see him. He may just decide to make the role into his own. But I can tell you this: if he does end up playing Boba Fett, he's got work for a long time. But a lot of actors do not like to take roles like that because they see it as basically career suicide, and that all they're going to do is end up going to fan cons for the rest of their life and signing autographs with a bunch of geeky, stinky fans. And I hate to say that, but if you've ever been to some of these cons, you'll agree with me. And yeah, so anyhow, either way, he is going to be in the show. It's going to be between Jedi and Force Awakens, and it is going to involve the restoration of Mandalore. This is going to give Favreau a huge chunk of Star Wars to sink his teeth into and really make a. You could go on literally forever with this show. It could go up to Force Awakens and even past that. But this could be Star Wars's Game of Thrones. And I think that's what you're going to see. You're going to see high-level production costs on this show. You're going to see lots of drama. You're going to see lots of Game of Thrones style action. I think probably even the opening sequence, you're going to see that. That seems to be what everyone likes to see now, even with, we see Star Trek transformed into something like that. So yeah, anyhow, this is the news we've had coming up. We had set photos and Pascal being head to lead the show. So anyways, folks, that's it for now. I don't want to belabor this too long, but I've got some other very exciting videos coming up. I've got a little bit more research to do, and then I have a huge humdinger, a huge one to let go about Star Wars that is coming up. Some people may like this, some people may not, but I don't want to release it too soon until I have more subs. And that is the other thing. I've got to get some more subs. So guys, subscribe down below, like, share, and post this video everywhere. I really want to let go of this big juicy nugget of Star Wars information that I have, but I don't want to release it until I've got more subs. So anyhow, folks, that is it for now, and we will see you very soon.